You're always receiving what's required for future growth. If you're not growing, you're shrinking. Everything around you is evolving and growing. And that's in every aspect of your life. Money, for example. If all you ever do is work to make a paycheck, but don't do things outside of that to grow your money, it's going to shrink in size. Inflation. Inflation always increases prices, and if your money isn't growing in size, it'll seem to shrink. You have to invest your money just like you have to invest in you and your growth. Imagine if you stopped learning, you wouldn't be able to keep up with the rest of the world, and you'd shrink. It's all about growth, all of it. Everything that's alive on this planet is constantly growing one way or another, evolving, growing. For you, some of it's automatic, some of it's from experience, and some of the growth comes from education. But no matter which way, it brings your evolution. And with that, you start to see things that you didn't see before. For example, I'm helping out on a farm for the summer. I was here last year too, and I'm staying in an RV that's parked in the exact same spot it was last year. Now my view is a forested area with mostly poplar trees. I have 2 windows that I can view them from. I was drawn to look at a particular tree out the one window while having tea one morning, and I realized that within the pattern of the bark was a letter. That letter happened to be the first initial of who I believe to be my soulmate's first name. And then a few days later, I'm drawn to look at a tree out the other window. That's where I found the first initial of his last name. Both are very obvious. How is it that I didn't see them last year? Because I needed to grow. I needed to raise my vibration to that of the dimension that those letters are in. I know that sounds out there, but that's exactly what it comes down to. As you grow, you'll see more and more. And if you do all you can to grow in all aspects of life, such as finances, health, knowledge, emotions, energy, and your spirituality, you'll build up a momentum of amazing energy with which to attract all of your desires. This is a very specific message for someone out there. If you're behind in filing your taxes, you need to do that before the growth. If you fear owing a lot of money and don't have it, don't fear. Filing your taxes is going to literally open the floodgates of prosperity because it's all been waiting for you to file your taxes. That's a financial block in your life. So everything that you want and desire is on the other side of that fear of filing. Just start. You'll see the money start to flow. Once you've completed all of your taxes, you'll witness the miracle of having all you need to pay them. Trust that the universe has your back, and together you'll become a force to be reckoned with. I'm Diane Edwards, and you're watching the Diane Edwards Intuitive Guide channel. Now, I wanted to get some more information for you in regards to what happens when you go with the flow and expand and evolve the way you're being guided to. No matter how hard it was, no matter how difficult the climb is, you trudged along. You were right there with the universe, following the guidance, going in the direction you were supposed to go in, that you were asked to go in. No matter how difficult it seemed, no matter how dark it looked, you went forward. There's got to be a huge reward for that. The last year or 2 or more, your whole life, some of you, it feels like you've just been doing the work and giving to others and being of service to the world. But now it's payback time. You went through the growth, you went through the evolution and the expansion. No matter how difficult it was, you are going to be paid back. Now the first card you have there is number 32. That's the moon, and it adds up to 5, which is all about change. This card represents love, romance, your intuition and psychic abilities, imagination and creativity. And that's just a few of the things that it represents. But if you notice the clockwork that the moon sits on, that's indicating that you're being affected by the mechanics of the universe. The moon is being affected by the mechanics of the universe, which in turn is affecting you. But that's a good thing. This moon represents possibly you wanting to be a star, the star of your own life, of your own world, wanting to be extremely successful at whatever it is you do. You want and need and desire the recognition. And that's what this moon is talking about. Now, in the Lenormand traditions, this is the gilded reverie Lenormand deck. Now, in the traditional deck, the moon is recognition by others. So, fame and notoriety. That's, if you're wanting to be the star of your own show, or you're wanting to be an actor, an actress, someone extremely well known on YouTube, the message with this is talking about that recognition. Some of you could be walking into fame and fortune here, but the moon illuminates only on what others project onto it. So when it turns up, it's time to reflect. It's time to possibly say, be careful what I wish for. What am I wishing for? What am I really desiring here in life? Because is it what I want? So take a look at what it is that you really want in life, what you've been asking for, what your desires have been, because they're about to come true. The moon is all about wishes coming true in this deck. Now next to it, you've got card number 9. Again, 9s, it's all about tying up loose ends, because something is about to come to a close and something new is about to begin. So this is the flowers card. This is all about beauty and happiness, and that's what the flowers are bringing to you. It's the gift that will warm your heart. It's also your recovery and your well-being. So no matter what, this is a really good message coming in for everybody. This message is all about the beauty in life, all of your senses, the things that you smell in the world, walking through a forested area in the early morning when the dew is still moist and it's giving off, all the plants and trees and everything is giving off their scent. That smell when you walk through a treed area when it's damp. It's heaven. But it brings happiness too, joy and happiness. This is on its way. You are being rewarded for everything that you've done up to this point in time. It's going to gift you with what it is that you're wishing for. So that moon card, that's saying, be careful what you wish for. Know what it is that you desire. Be very specific about what it is that you want and the direction you want to move in, because with the flowers card, your message is you're going to receive it. It's on its way. Your rewards, your manifestations, everything you want, they're on their way to you. Now, the overall energy of this message is the Tower card, and it's number 19. And isn't it interesting that we start out with 32, which is a 5? It's all about change. And then we have the Flower card, which is number 9, which is all about tying up loose ends because you've got an ending so that something new can begin. And with the Tower being 19, that adds up to 10. There's your 10. There's your ending so that you can have that new beginning. The Tower card in this deck does not represent what it represents in regular tarot decks, okay? This is more a representation of corporations, organizations, institutions, the government. It's all about the boundaries and restrictions in life and ambitions, expectations. Also, a higher education. It's about learning something new, spiritual growth, personal development. In this deck, it's a structure that is offering protection and security. It's a watchtower that's been built on higher ground so that the countryside beyond can be surveyed. The message coming through with that is, this is what happens when you go through the growth that you're required to go through at any time. We're always growing and we never stop growing, but sometimes we have little breaks in the growth and the evolution so that we can rest and recover and integrate the learnings into our lives and our businesses and, moving forward. But this tower is something that's coming in to protect you, to provide you with security. This tower is a reflection of the power that you're capable of. It's the power that you're going to have once you step into that new path, once you grow and learn the lessons and move forward in this new direction. You're going to have the manifestations. Energetically, it feels fast. When you do, if you're someone that resonates with either paying some kind of a debt or filing your taxes if they're past due, anything you have to do that has to do with blockages. These are all financial blockages, but it doesn't matter what kind of blockage you have. It can be a financial blockage, and it's going to block everything in your life. It's going to stop you from being happy the way you should be and could be. It's going to stop joy, bliss. It's a block. A block is a block. It doesn't matter where it comes from. It doesn't matter why it's there. But when you do whatever it is that you're required to do, this tower is telling you that you're protected. You will gain security. You will bring to a close, because it's a number 10. It breaks down to a number 10. You're going to bring to a close that old blockage, the old stagnancy that's been in your world, and it's been for at least a year. It's been at least a year for me, but the worst of it all has been a little over a year. You're going to break wide open, and you're going to move forward, and you're going to have what you want. It's time. This is harvest time for you, okay? The gift, the flowers, that's the gift from the universe, allowing you to have the fame, the notoriety, to be that star. I'm doing air quotes here. To be that star in your own world, in your own business, on your YouTube channel, whatever it is. If you want to be an actor, an actress, a musician, a singer, an artist, whatever it is, keep pushing forward with it. Your dreams are about to become your reality, but you have got to keep moving forward. That 9 represents, like I said, tying up loose ends. If you think about it from a standpoint of the 9 of Wands, this is about you having been in the trenches. You've done the work. You've done what's been guided. Keep moving forward. You're tired? Yes. Are you wanting to know when is all of this going to take place? Of course you are. Nobody can go through what you've been going through as long as you have without wondering, where is it? When's my time? It's due. I've been doing everything you want. I've been doing for other people. I've been giving, giving, giving. When do I receive? You're about to. The message here is very clear that you are about to stand out. You're going to be so lit up that everyone is going to see you, no matter what it is that you're doing for your career, your business, in your life. It doesn't matter. You will be recognized for what it is that you do, but in a big way, a bigger way than you have been up to this point in time. This is about to transpire into a life that you can't even imagine. Dream big. Go for it, because it's about to take place. Now, I am recording this the day after Lionsgate Portal. There is going to be big changes in all of your lives. If you're here, you're meant to be here, and the message for you is the same as it is for me. This is your year. It's going to make changes. So you've got about 3 or 4 weeks of changes coming in. Now, keep in mind that some of them may be shifts. Okay, just slight tweaking and shifting to get you perfectly aligned with what it is that's coming. Allow it. Try not to let it bring you down. It's just, you're on the 9th wand. You've got to get to that 10th wand. And I'm saying that because of the 9 on the flowers. It's not necessarily about that. But in my mind, that's what I'm being shown, the 9 of Wands card. And you have one step, one final step to fulfillment. What that is, I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. Take that step. It's probably going to be a leap of faith. You're not going to see where it's going to take you. Take it. Any leap of faith that you're guided toward, the universe will always recognize it and always I can't have trouble saying these words together, will always reward risk. Leap of faith is considered risk because you can't see where you're going to land. You just have to trust that if the universe is guiding you in a direction that's dark right now, you can trust. You are going to land on your feet, and you're going to land in something big and beautiful and magical. Trust. Have faith. This is an amazing message, everybody. This is one of gifts, rewards, manifestation. Get ready. Everything's about to get really bright in your world. Okay, I'll see you guys next Tuesday.